Corvus Grace is a first-degree priest in the Wise tradition, trained under the mentorship of Lady Brenna Grace and Lord Dusty Dion. He currently serves as a junior student and the volunteer coordinator for WSTS. Professionally, Corvus is a senior counterintelligence agent with Geek Squad, where we all need him, don't we? Where he applies strategic insight and technical expertise to safeguard digital environments. As a U.S. Army veteran, Corvus brings a strong ethic of service and resilience to both his spiritual and professional pursuits. He is also an avid outdoorsman and survivalist with a passion for hiking and camping. His dedication to youth development is reflected in his volunteer work as a district commissioner and ATV program instructor with Scouting America. Corvus will be talking about his junior shrine ritual. So I'm guessing who the focus of your shrine was from what's behind you.
Yep, and you would be right. Good evening, everybody. I'm excited to share some of the things that I learned when writing this ritual and when performing it. And I just kind of want to take you through the process because this in junior year we're asked to write all different kinds of rituals, and some of them have been very, I don't want to say easy because none of them have been easy, but some of them are much more natural to write. Some of them flow, and it's not as much work. It's not, the work is easier. It well, see, I go back to that word. Some of them just are easy. Um this the shrine ritual is a different critter of itself. Um for me, this process started at Spring Mysteries. I attended this year and was thinking when I arrived that I was going to be a shrine attendant for Aries, and was excited to do it. Got there and was directed, "Hey, we really need you to attend Hephaestus's shrine. We don't have anyone helping there. So, and okay, great. Service is all about flexibility, right? Let's go. Take attack. Let's do it." So during the week, I felt more drawn to Hephaestus. It had never been a focal point of mine. Um, and over the time that I spent with him there, it brought some things into sharp clarity. Now fast forward to July, and in July I had the opportunity to go to Mystic South and be with some of my family there. And I was really kind of, I knew when the date for my shrine ritual was going to be, but I didn't know at this point who was going to be represented at my shrine ritual. So I had a conversation with Brenna, my personal teacher, and just said, "Hey, what do you think?" It's a, uh, gosh, I don't even remember what season it was, but the answer without a whole lot of prompting was, "Oh, well, you could do Hephaestus," and bells and whistles just rang for me. I was like, "Okay, this is great." So at about that moment, well, I got home from the festival. I set up a shrine and I started spending daily time with Hephaestus, um, daily prayers, and started doing some light invocation work so that I could really familiarize myself with the energy and let Hephaestus tell me what he wanted to say. Um, Lady Cara in our ritual construction class will remind us that, yeah, she wants us to write a script for our shrine rituals, but the point is to let the gods talk. So, um, for me, it was an amazing time to spend getting to know a deity that I wouldn't say that I had ignored, but that I hadn't paid much attention to. Um, When we think of Hephaestus, sometimes we really think of, we focus on the fire and we focus on the forge and the blacksmithing, but he's a creator, and he has lessons to teach us of perseverance and hard work and results from just keep working. That, when things are uncomfortable, that's when you get the best results. You have to stick a piece of iron into the fire and have it heat up and then beat it over and over and over with a hammer to get it to change shape, and then put it back in the fire and heat it back up again and then beat it and beat it and beat it. And Hephaestus still what reminds me that when I am uncomfortable, that is when I'm learning the most. That is when I'm getting through things. That is when I'm really making something. And, it's int I came to the student expo to speak from the heart about this experience, and so I hope, my stuttering just a little bit and kinda losing my thoughts here, is explained by that. But the experience in general was so organic. I wrote down the message that Hephaestus had to say, and then sat down, invoked in a ritual, and the next thing I knew, Lady Kara's going, "Okay, are you okay? Are you back? Are you you're Corvus again, right? You're not." So, being the vessel of deity is important, and it was absolutely my favorite ritual. There's only one other ritual that came close, and it wasn't that close. So, um oh, I wanted to leave you guys with this. Um, well, with two things. One, writing this shrine ritual was my excuse to spend time with deity. How much better does that get, right? Um, and then I wanted to share that I also was able to write the music that I used in the entrance and the exit of the shrine, and I wanted to share it with everyone. I'll drop it into the chat. Um, I didn't want to play it, as that might Teams doesn't like that much. I'm gonna drop Overture for Hephaestus into the chat. Free to download. It's oh, there it is. And again, that was another one of those moments where I asked Hephaestus, "What do you like?" And I went through several different iterations of songs. I really thought in my mind that he was going to like rock music. That was not the case at all. Um, so I thought it was really interesting. And if I have any advice for any of those of you who are going to be doing these kinds of rituals behind me, I would tell you, don't have an expectation of what's going to happen. Let the gods talk to you,